Okay, I've just been to the post office and Argos to do a couple of eBay pickups. I was going to go see Avengers today, but the weather's not that great. Plus, Chelsea's playing, so Fulham's just going to be jam-packed. So, you know, it'd just be so crowded. Maybe I've got a thing about crowds, who knows. But have you ever been around this part of London when Chelsea are playing? It's crazy. So, I mean, I went to McDonald's and there was about so many people in front of me. So this item is carded. It's a Droids figure. So it's Jan Tosh. This one's AFA graded. I mean UKG graded. I got the guy who was selling this to take off 20 quid, so that was quite good. It's Y80. Most of these figures are quite yellowed. It's a nice thing to get, I guess. There's 12 figures in this series, and some of them are really hard, near impossible to get, that being the Boba Fett. But some are more, you know, you're good. Let me just put this there. You can see a picture of C3PO and R2D2. There, got it out of the box. So now you can see it better. So it's UKG graded. It's Jan Tosh. They say this figure looks quite a lot like Rambo. Like overly muscled. I mean, there's a picture of him and you see how they've done him in this. So he's got that, you know, Rambo look to him. Comes with same gun IG-88 comes with. It's UKG graded, so it's Y80. Once the bloody camera focuses, there we are. 80% for the card. Bubble is 85, figure is 85. Jan Tosh 1985, Kenner 12 back. Droids. There's the coin. So it's Jan Tosh Adventurer. Here's the figure. Quite a nice looking figure. I mean, I'm in the knowing about this because this was the cheapest one I could see on eBay, and even loose this figure goes for about 40-50 quid, so you know, loose graded. So it's quite hard to find loose graded. These are the figures in the line. So of the 12, obviously Vlix isn't included. Vlix is a Brazilian figure, and he would have been the second series of Droids had it continued. C3PO, he's, you know, he's about a £500 figure easily. R2D2, more or less that sort of price. C3PO is harder to find though. Thal Joben, George Dusat, Kia Mole, Keziban, Uncle Gundy, Jan Tosh. So it's these three and those three are the ones you are still affordable. All the others are really expensive. Tig From, he's about £300-400 nowadays. A-Wing Pilot, he's pretty scarce, he's about 400 maybe. Boba Fett, that is he's out of the Kenner ones, he's the most expensive. Maybe at least £1,000 for that, maybe more. Sizey From, he's about 600 now, 500, 600. Very hard to find figure. I mean, even loose graded, he's about 500. So some of these figures are really up there. C3PO, I mean, loose graded, you're going to pay 400 to 500 for that. R2D2, 300 to 400. So obviously, all I've got is the cheaper ones. I've got Thal Joben graded, got George Dusat graded, Kia Mole on a Canadian card, Keziban on a Canadian card, Uncle Gundy on a Canadian card, Jan Tosh now I've got him on this. So you can get these quite easily on US cards and Canadian cards, and they look pretty good. I mean, they're quite a distinctive design. I'm wondering what that is at the top. It's like a little nick there. You can see the bubble's a bit worn. I mean the punch just there. It tells you all about different characters. These vehicles are also very expensive. The droids lightsabers are also very expensive. So if you wanted to get into collecting these, you're going to need a few pennies. So, but it's a nice, you know, like the design. The US cards have individual pictures of the figures, whereas the Canadian one has a generic card design. But let's have a good see if the camera can get a better shot. So that's Jan Tosh. And he's a Y80. So not bad. I mean, most of these are going to have yellow bubbles. You'll be really doing well if it's a clear bubble still. And they all come with coins. In Brazil, they released this line in 1988, and that's when the Vlicks came out. The Brazilian ones don't come with coins, and those figures were made in Brazil though, so that makes them. I've got a Brazilian George Dusat. So if you'd be so kind to go and watch that video, I'd much appreciate it. I've got a Brazilian R2-D2 actually as well, so I've got those two. I think it's Brazilian. I'm pretty sure, yeah it is. So I've got two Brazilian ones as well, and they came out in 1988. Yeah, I'm not sure if all of them made it onto Brazilian cards. Certainly not the Boba Fett, the A-Wing pilot. Those two certainly not, because those are from the earlier line figures. But Boba Fett is highly prized on the Droids card. Probably after the 21 back, it'll be this card out of the US cards. So really nice item. There's the Kenner Pop. So quite a nice figure. When the weather's a bit better, I'll do a better video, but I'm just showing you what I've unboxed, which is a Droids Jan Tosh from 1985. I'd have been 15 then. Wow. Okay, so that's Star Wars Droids, The Adventures of R2-D2 and C-3PO. And you've also got the line of Ewoks figures. They're much easier to do because there's only 6 in the range, and they're not so hot as these figures. So as I've said before, and it bears repeating again I guess, the C-3PO, R2-D2, Tig from, Size from especially, Boba Fett obviously, and A-Wing pilot are sort of up there in the price range. These three, which are Jan Tosh, Uncle Gundy, Keziban, Kiamol, George Dusat and Thaljabun, are a lot more affordable. But I did notice that with loose graded figures, they're pretty much fairly expensive, all of them. Okay, so that's Droids unboxing. I do hope you enjoyed my little video. It's Jan Tosh, aka Rambo, and that's that. I've got another thing to show you, so I'll do that in another video though. Alright, cheers, goodbye.